Welcome to Glow Social Club, the space where powerhouse women come to reclaim their health, their clarity, and their leadership. I'm Jasmine Corona, functional nutritional practitioner and founder of Organically Glow and Glow Social Club. Around here, we don't do one-size-fits-all advice. We translate symptoms into strategy and build the kind of structure that actually sustains you. If you are ready to lead your health, your work, and your life with clarity, confidence, and conviction, you are in the right place. Let's begin. Welcome back to Glow Social Hour. Today I'm joined by a guest whose journey reveals how aligned business and intentional community can become the foundation for sustainable growth and well-being. Jordan is a lifelong athlete with a deep love for health and wellness, which led her to earn her bachelor's in health sciences with a minor in nutrition. After college and her final volleyball season, she searched for a new form of fitness and discovered Pilates, a practice that instantly resonated with her for its ability to both challenge and restore the body. Drawing from years in healthcare, her connection to Pilates grew into a calling she wanted to share. 5 years ago, Jordan left a medical management role to pursue her dream, completing a 2-year comprehensive certification at OCC. She began teaching group classes, but soon found her passion in the personalized connection of private training. Today, she teaches from her private Costa Mesa studio, leads classes at an Ode to Me studio in Newport Beach, and serves as an XPRO for Club Pilates, filming multi-level flows for the Xponential Plus app so everybody can move with her in person or even on AppleTV. Jordan, welcome to the show.
Great.
How are
Thanks
you?
For having me.
Yeah, of course. So I'm super excited just to jump into. Honestly, you have created such an incredible community in the Pilates space and the wellness space, especially in Orange County. So many women I talk to, the first thing they say when we're talking about Pilates is like, have you been to Jordan's class? And I'm like, yeah, of course. Like, she's amazing. There's just something truly different about your classes, about your methods, your trainings, everything. So just kind of walk me through what even got you into going down this path, especially as you were in a very quote unquote stable career and as a medical management role, but you had like this bigger dream, bigger calling. So kind of walk me through what was your mindset around that?
Well, I mean, initially when I fell in love with Pilates, like way back, like now it's been over 10 years when I first like fell in love with Pilates, it didn't really align with the path, my vision of like where my life was going to go. And I'm very much like a planner. I set my goals and I finish them and follow them. And so it wasn't really aligned with my vision of my life. I kind of put it aside, but it always was something in the back of my mind that I just always loved. I didn't know if financially it would be something that could be sustainable. I didn't know if, even the scheduling, if it was consistent. I just wasn't sure. So that uncertainty of like, not knowing, not having like that control over it, I guess, like kind of held me back. Then finally, I was getting to a point in my career in healthcare where it wasn't something I was passionate about anymore. It was just something that I had envisioned myself doing. It wasn't my passion. And so I let go of that control, and I just like, and I went through some hard stuff in life, like my dad passed away. I was just going through like a lot of this chaos. And that's when I realized you can't control everything in your life. Just go for it. Just go with the flow. Just do what makes you happy, even though you don't know what's actually going to happen. And it all worked out. I went with the flow, and now I'm here. And it like has been the best decision I made, really.
No, that is so amazing. I find myself, I talk to a lot of individuals who are kind of on that cusp of like, this is like, I'm not aligned in what I'm doing right now, but deep down, I know there's something else that I want to do. Like, I have this passion for this, but I'm just scared to take that leap. Especially, you said, sounds like you were going through grief during that time too. So was there like a turning point for you when you were just like, okay, yes, I have this passion, I have this calling, I really want to get into Pilates, but it's unstable, there's uncertainty around it. Like, what was that turning point where you were just like, I don't care anymore, like I'm just going to do it, like this is what I'm meant to do, so I'm just going to follow that nudge?
I think just everything kind of hitting me at once in life, with like going through a, bad breakup with my, I was engaged and we broke up, and then my dad died, and then COVID hit. It was right at 2020, and I did not like the position I was in, even though it was a great job. It just was like so much stress, and I was going through just everything, I think, hitting me at once. And I was like, what is the one thing that I just want to do that is gonna like give me joy? Just hitting all of that, that is really what made me go for it.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yes. No, I feel like all of us kind of have that story of like, there's always a turning point, and it sounds like yours was of not just one thing. It was kind of like built up over time. You're just like, I am done. Like, I am really like, you're taking back control of your life in one way, right? In a way where you're like, you know what? I'm just going to follow my passion. I'm going to follow this, because what is there to lose at that point? Honestly. Yeah. It's very interesting, especially I feel like in the health and wellness space too, leaving the medical system, where, you probably experience the same thing, where you growing up, you're just constantly told like, this is safe. Like, you're going to always have a job. There's no worries here, stable income, you get a check. But no one talks about like the cons of that, right? Where you're so underlined, you are, your mental health declines, like your relationships, like you stop putting effort into them. Like, it really impacts everything. And I think it does get to a point where you're just like, I'm just so fed up. Like, there has to be a better way. Like, I cannot keep going in this life like this, like at all. So I think that's what's very powerful about our generation. Like, we know when enough is enough, and we're just like, we're going to do it. Like, who cares at this point? Like, let's do it. No, that's crazy. Yeah. So when you were searching for that joy, and was it just Pilates that you were called to?
Yeah, it was. I really enjoyed the way that Pilates made me feel, like that mind-body connection. It really is more than just a workout. And I always felt that. It's very, you're so in tune with your body. It becomes like this really, I don't want to say like meditative, because but it is just this moment of where you're really, really in tune with your body and your feelings and yourself. And I just love that so much. But also what came from this, which I wasn't even really expecting or didn't really realize at the time, because Pilates wasn't really popping off yet at that point. But what I realized was the community that I got from all that. So really, because I followed that, I then not only was doing what I loved, but I created this huge community of friends, and like, you're then connected with people who enjoy the same things, and it just becomes this whole beautiful thing when you just go with the flow and listen to yourself. There's so many other little blessings that come with it. So that was a huge, amazing thing that came from that too.
Oh my gosh, yeah, your community is so incredible. Like, it's insane. And I feel like right now, this year, like 2025, this point of time, I see so many individuals, women specifically, who are craving that sense of community. I think it does have a lot to do with like COVID, us being on lockdown, shutdown, like all the drama that happened in the last couple of years. And so, so now like people are really looking for that sense of community. So can you just kind of share your knowledge and how you have taken like being a Pilates instructor and turned that into this thriving community that you have?
I think one of the biggest things is because I do the classes at Inogeny, which I absolutely love. Like, and it's great because girls in the same area will come, so then we can all hang out. It like just, you meet so many amazing girls. So just the classes and then my privates and everything, but really events. I was looking back on my phone, like just, I was thinking, when was my first event? Because this one years ago, like 4 years ago or something, 5 years ago, I don't know. This one girl asked me like, I'm going to have a bachelorette shower and I want to make it like a wellness thing. And I was like, wow, I've never really heard of that before. And she said, what if we did a Pilates class on the beach? And I was like, sure. And after I did that event, I was like, wow, this is so fun. This is where you bring everyone together. You create these events. And so since then, I have created like events, or I'll do birthday parties, or I'll do this or that. I think that is one of the most amazing ways that it really connects us, is these wellness events. And I just love too that everyone is starting to really get into wellness, because I feel like it wasn't that like cool always. But now it's like people get it. I love that.
Yeah.
You probably maybe feel the same way, that it's like really nice. Like,
oh yeah,
people want that for themselves. Maybe it was after COVID too. I don't know. But so that's like the big part of the community, is these wellness events that everyone's so excited about.
Yes.
And
oh my gosh, the wellness events.
Good.
Yes, exactly. That's funny.
We had an amazing birthday party, and she asked me. It was so much fun, cowgirl themed, like literally so much fun and cute.
So much fun. It's actually, like that, when I started seeing, well, I mean, obviously, like my own like history, like I wanted to start doing wellness events too, because I was craving that sense of community, and it kind of went hand in hand with what I already do. Yeah, exactly. And then, and then I was like, I told Jordan, I was like, Jordan, I would love to have you host a Pilates wellness day for my birthday. And so we did that, and it was so much fun just getting everyone together. And it was literally just like my close friends, family members, and we just had such a great time, and everyone just walked away feeling recharged, I would say, and like just feeling good. And I think a lot of people, a lot of women specifically, we are not only looking for spaces where we can connect with women, but also like creating new spaces where we don't have to go to the bar to just hang out and drink. You know what I mean? Like, it's a completely different like social status right now. Yeah. It's crazy.
Well, that's the thing too, that like I've never really been like, I'm not like the clubber. Like, I've never been like the clubber. I've never not that I'm like the boring friend. I mean, I don't know what to call it. I'm like, wow, this is my time in life, because like now everyone likes what I want to do. Not go out late, go to wellness events, do this. I'm like, this is amazing for me.
Yes. That's exactly how I feel. Like, it's so crazy how like the last couple of years, everything shifted. Like you said, like your first wellness event was like 4 or 5 years ago. Like, that's really when everything started to change, and like everyone started to actually realize like my body is so important. My health is so important. Like, we have to be able to create spaces where we can, get together as women, hang out, have fun, a good time, but like also not center it around getting drunk, going clubbing. You know, like it's such a different experience, and like you do walk away feeling alive and like refreshed and like, oh my gosh, like I want to go to another one. So can you just kind of share like some tips on, you know, how to create a community like you have? This is honestly what I'm telling you, like, this is really where everything is going right now. Like, everyone is trying to create a community, and how you have created a community has been so genuine. So can you kind of like share some tips on like how someone can create that too?
Just the biggest thing is really staying in tune with what feels authentic to you, because you know, like I said, when I became the Pilates instructor, it just happened. Like, things just totally flowed. It just blossomed because I was living in like my authentic self. And so when you do that, whether it's you're super into knitting or whatever it is, and you go to these events, it just flows. So just being authentic to yourself and making connections with people who are also authentically themselves that align with you, it just happens. It just grows.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. No, I love that. And I think for some people are probably thinking around like, what? Like, what does that mean? But you know.
It's just it's hard. I think it's hard too with like social media and stuff. Like, it's hard to be authentic because it's like, what are other people doing? What should I be doing? What's this? What's that? Just taking time to reflect on yourself. And it's hard. It is hard, but it happens. Once you really feel that and want that for yourself and sit with that, like, it'll happen.
Yes. No, I completely agree. Like, I talk to a lot of women too who are, especially practitioners, coaches, anyone in the wellness space who is looking to start a business, looking to really step into the health and wellness space as a leader. And they're asking these questions like, well, how do you do it? And I'm like, honestly, like, it really comes back to you as a person. Like, who truly are you, and or who do you want to even become? And it's so like untangible, but it's also like, it's really the work that happens internally, because then you're actually able to attract whatever you are. Honestly, like, you attract people who are kind of on like the same journey as you. Like you said, like, if you like knitting, surround yourself with people who like knitting. You know what I mean? You want to be, you know, a group that likes books, create a book club. You know what I mean? Like, it's really as simple as trying to figure out like who you are as a person. And like you said, like, reflection is such a huge piece when it comes to this. Really digging deep into like, what lights you up? Like, what brings you passion and excitement? You wake up and you're like, yes, I cannot wait to have this event later. And it really just comes with time and learning yourself more and more.
I just kind of thought about too is like, I remember when I first wanted to become a Pilates instructor, and it was just like, so, you know, the people around me could have easily been like, girl, what are you doing? You have a great show, you know? But like, I have such an amazing, supportive community. My family, my girlfriends are like, go for it. And I just like think back, like, when we talk about it sometimes, like me and my girlfriends and my parents and stuff, it's like, isn't that crazy that like, we've been with you since the very beginning? And just like, that was also a very important part of my story too, which I think is important for people to have.
Let me guess, you became a practitioner to help people heal, but somewhere between the passion and the protocols, your business stopped feeling like something that could hold you. If that's you, the Leadership Lab inside Glow Social Club was built with you in mind. This is not just a course, it's a strategic mentorship container where your root cause wisdom meets the structure your business has been craving. Whether you're ready to learn the method, our Glow Beyond protocol, live the method with systems and mentorship, or lead the method through high-level refinement, there's a level that meets your depth and matches your season. If you're tired of winging it and ready to lead your method, your message, and your model with clarity and conviction, the Leadership Lab is your next step. DM me leader on Instagram or visit organicallyglow.com/Glow Social Club to join us. I couldn't agree more, especially, oh my gosh, having a supportive group around you, especially when you want to take these, I guess I don't want to say a risk, but it is pretty risky, like stepping into like your passion. Like, there is like this sense of fear around it, but you kind of want to, number one, move through the fear is what I always say. Like, don't stop. Like, fear is really just a signal that you're probably on the right path. Like, you're probably going down the right direction. And then having people around you who are like, really telling you like, yes, like, this is what you need to do, like, go for it, like, I believe in you, I trust you, like, just do what you got to do. And that, I think that combination is so helpful, especially when you're first starting out, because there is a lot of uncertainty. You have no idea like where this is going to go. Like, yes, you have a vision and all, but like, you really don't know the how. No one knows the how though. Like, they really don't. Like, you just have to take one step at a time, have a support system.
And with that too, like, when I first became a Pilates instructor, I always want everyone to know, when they come to, a lot of girls will come to me and ask me like, how was it? What was your dream? Whatever. And I tell them, I made like negative money my first whole year, $0. Okay. When I got hired, because I wanted to do it the right way. And so I did the 2-year contract. I moved home. I was paying people to come do a private with me because I was like, I need to practice. Like, I was paying for the space myself. So it was not like, oh my gosh, I just became like a Pilates instructor. And then I was like, it's amazing. Like, I just felt that and I knew that, and I was okay with, like you said, like, moving through the fear, moving through like something that's a little uncomfortable. Just knowing that you're on the right path though, like, It makes it easier, but yeah, I definitely was like $0 for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah.
Oh my gosh. A lot of people do not talk about that side.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like starting a business is definitely glorified, especially now with social media. Like people are just starting businesses just to start a business. You know what I mean? For extra income, or I want to make all this money, but then most of those people who are just so focused on the income, so focused on making money, they quickly realize, oh my gosh, what did I get myself into? And then they fall off because they're like, well, I just did it for the money and I've made $0 this year. You know what I mean? Like I lost out on money because it does take an investment in yourself, but also financially. Even your relationship sometimes like change so much too, which is, it's just a very interesting journey, but it's also like seeing the other side is like, it's crazy, honestly, because you're like, this is what I envisioned and now like it's here. Like it's insane, really. And you really don't know when you first start, like how that really, like that other side, you don't really know how it's going to be, like the outcome. You don't know the outcome. You just know like, okay, I'm going to do everything I possibly can, what's in my control, and then just let someone else hold on to it, right? Can you kind of talk a little bit more about like the biggest challenges you have had starting out as a Pilates instructor, and now honestly you're like a leader in this space now, like you truly are. So like of course, like how did you go from, you know, I'm gonna become a Pilates instructor, but now like this leader that I see you are, and I know like this is probably just the beginning for you because you're going to continue to like blow up, just because I know like your heart and who you are as a person. So can you kind of talk a little bit about that?
Yeah. So just like the journey of you know, for me, it wasn't always about the money. It wasn't about the money, period, because I knew I was gonna make as much money, but I am also like someone that works hard and makes plans and goals. Like I said earlier, like if I'm going to do this thing, I'm going to figure out how to be the best that I can be. So events, XPRO, whatever, I always was thinking of the next step. So not getting complacent and just like, I just want to teach group classes, but like, I want to be like, I want to make this happen. So I guess, you know, the journey of me just knowing I have to go through an uncomfortable process of a year of not making anything in order to really, really get the comprehensive certification. A lot of girls will do like a weekend thing, which is fine, totally fine. But I want to know Pilates. I want to like take anatomy courses in college. I want to, you know, so just slowly going through it all, but knowing that I'm going to succeed in a lot of different spaces within Pilates helped. And I mean, I was like a go-getter. Like when I went to Xponential for the first time, I was just hired on as a model for the background for one of their shoots. And I didn't even know that the app thing existed where you could teach on an app. So when I was hired to be an extra, I went right up to the girl and I was like, this is what I want to do. I want to have your job. And she was so nice. She's still an expert. She's like the nicest girl ever. She walked me up to the guy who, you know, owned the app, and I emailed him consistently, and I got the job. You know, they interviewed people from all across the country, and then I got the job. And it's just like continuing to have ideas and continuing to go for things is really the most important thing. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's so... No, I do know exactly what you mean. Like, you just have to... You have the, honestly, the audacity to even ask people. That's what hold people back. They don't want to ask.
I'm not embarrassed. I want to be an expert. Yeah. So what is it that I have to do? You know, you have to be like that.
Exactly. And that is the mindset of a leader. They don't just wait for an opportunity to come to them. They create the opportunity. And that is the major difference between someone who, you know, is happy, complacent, you know, maybe they're making good money, but also on the other side where you are the leader, people are coming to you now for those opportunities because they know that you're going to say yes. They know that uncomfortable situations is comfortable for you, because that's also where you grow as a human being. Like when you're uncomfortable, you're growing, you're expanding. Like that's what I always take away from it. And that is actually so crazy. So when you went up to them, you were just like, hey, this is what I want to do. Like connect me.
Like, I see myself being an XPRO. Like, when are you guys gonna hire XPROs? They're like, what the heck? I was like, yeah, I love this. I could see myself doing this. And I think the thing too with me is I don't really get like embarrassed very easily, because like you said, like I'm very comfortable with like if something doesn't work, it's like, oh, it didn't work out. Like, okay, let me try this. It doesn't like people fail. You have to be okay and comfortable with that. I'm down to fail. And then I'm down to like try something else, but I'm definitely going to not be embarrassed. I'm definitely going to go for it.
Yeah, 100%. And that's why you have the community you have today. That is why you are able to teach on AppleTV. Like, excuse me, that is absolutely amazing. And then I was even scrolling your Instagram the other day too, and you're like coaching, teaching pros, athlete pros, right? So professional athletes, you're teaching influencers, celebrities. Like, I'm like, girl, this is amazing. Like, this is truly what people dream of. And it really goes back to just the person you are and the person you wanted to become. Like, you made the opportunities for yourself, you create them, you are not scared to put yourself out there. Like, you don't let fear stop you from doing that. And that is why you are where you're at today. Is this what you kind of envisioned for yourself when you first started Pilates?
No, and I didn't. I mean, I just knew, I honestly had no idea like where I would be right now. Because I didn't even know about the app thing. I didn't even know about, I had no idea what would happen with all of this. So I'm enjoying the ride. I'm like, what else is going to happen? It's just, and I'm such an incredible space to be in with so many opportunities. It's great.
Yes, so many opportunities. And I think this just goes back to like when you first start out, yes, you have this vision in your mind, but as you hit that vision, like you've created what you had in your head, it just starts expanding. And then you're like, oh, wow, if I can do this, then I can definitely do this. You know what I mean? Like, and that's why you working with such high-end clients, which is so amazing. And that's just going to open more doors for you too. Maybe, one day you're teaching other Pilates instructors how to do this. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many opportunities, and you have created those opportunities for yourself. So that's what I want everyone to kind of take away from this is you don't just wait for things to happen. If you want to build a successful business, a brand, very engaged community, you actually have to put in the work, and you have to continue to put yourself out there day in and day out and not worry about the outcome, because you really don't have any control of that. So when you are starting to really see like the fruits of your labor, when you were starting to be on TV, like that's insane. When you started to, working with these very high-end clients, the professional athletes, the big-time influencers, celebrities, all these things, what was like your thought process? Like, how did this happen for you?
I'm so grateful with every new opportunity and every new person that I meet. I'm just like, I continue to just be grateful for all of that. But I also am, it builds my confidence knowing that like I'm the one that reached out to Xponential to audition for that. I continue to reach out to people. I throw myself out there all the time. I'm like, hey, I'll DM people. I'll be like, hey, I just saw that you had a baby, or you're about to have a baby, whatever it is, Pilates can help with this. Like, and so when I get these connections and when I get these opportunities and stuff, I'm like, hell yeah, I freaking can keep doing this. It just builds my confidence more and more that like, I'm getting it done.
No. You're doing it. I know. I see it. I really do see it. I'm like, yes. I'm like, this girl is really doing it. So that's so important too, because so you reach out to most people and then you create the connections.
I'm scared.
Okay.
I told her, you're really good.
That's some good advice. Oh my gosh, you're like, this is what I can help you with, honestly. Like, we're here to serve. Oh my gosh. Okay, so before we kind of close out, I just wanted to chat a little bit more about like with just everything you do. Like, you're doing a lot. You have a lot on your plate. How do you stay organized?
Well, my calendar, if it is not on my calendar, girl, okay. I'm like, I am super organized, but yeah, it has to be on my calendar. But here's the thing too, that I always tell people, because I pretty much work every day. Maybe I'll have a day off here or there. I schedule in me time. Like, I'm busy from 12 to 5 because I'm relaxing in the backyard and reading. You know, you have to schedule in like your reset time, your relaxing time, whatever it is, or else you're never going to get it and you're going to get burnt out. And burnout is real when you own a business like when you are an instructor, whatever it is, burnout's so real. So you have to organize your work, your life, and you time.
That's such a huge one. That is such a huge one, because so many people forget that piece, and they just think like, oh, like, well, you know, I just don't have the time. I'm like, no, you have to create the time, or eventually your body will create it for you. Like, it'll just pause you.
I realized too, like, I'm not my best instructor, my best self for my clients unless I am my best self for me. And so you need to really, 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 it's you first, always you first. Then you can give your best to someone else.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes. I mean, I love that. I'm like, that's a quote. Yeah. We're clipping that. And then what advice would you like to leave today for someone who is thinking they want to leave their current role and follow their passion or their calling?
I would say, I'm not going to just say go for it. Like, to be honest with you, I'm not just going to say quit your job, okay? Because I'm a little bit more real, where maybe you do a little bit more research into what actually this passion of yours is. And maybe you have done the research, and that's great. If you haven't and you just like the idea of it, you need to be realistic about like, okay, what am I really going to make? What am I really going to be doing? Like, do all the research first before you get so excited that you quit a stable income and job and career. Once you've done that and you know and you're set, then go for it. Yeah. You know, still follow that for sure, but make sure it's a smart decision still at the same time.
Yes. Oh, yes. That's so important. I'm telling you, because some people, I mean, I'm a little bit like that too, where at first when I decided to go for what I'm doing now, I was very excited that I was just like, forget everything. I'm just doing it. Didn't worry about anything else on the outside. And yeah, it kind of sets you up to fail for sure.
It's hard to differentiate like passion and just like excitement for like, you know, really taking a step back and like think about it.
Yeah. Oh, no, exactly. Oh my gosh. No, thank you so much for sharing that advice. But again, before we just wrap up, Jordan, tell us about this incredible event that you have coming up.
Yeah. All my events just keep getting better and better, honestly, because I just learned so much for everyone. And I just feel like this one I'm so pumped about it, because it's me and two of my like best friends who are also in the holistic space. Amanda is going to be doing like a meditation and intentional like journaling and stuff with all the girls. I'm going to be doing a Pilates with like that mind-body connection. My friend Bobby is going to be doing yoga. And we have like all these different things set up for them, as well as gifts, There's going to be like healing teas. There's going to be ear seeding, which is kind of like an acupressure type of thing. We have so many great things to create like a whole wellness event for everyone. So I am really excited about it. I think it's going to be great, and I can't wait to see everyone there.
Ooh, okay, that's so exciting. And so this is going to be
30th, Saturday. There's a session at 1 o'clock and at 2:30. It's an hour and a half each, so there's just 2 left. And it's at the Sculpted Space in Orange. It's a beautiful, beautiful space.
Ooh, okay. I'm super excited for that. I'll drop all the details in the show notes, and then we'll also share this too across social media. So I'm super, super excited for that event. I will also chat with you after this, but no, thank you. Thank you so much, Jordan, for being here and just sharing your expertise, your mindset, your heart, your passion for what you do, and really just giving us some tips on how we can really start building an incredible community and really just an amazing business, honestly. So thank you again. We'll see you next time on Glow Social Hour. You don't need more wellness advice. What you're looking for are answers. If you're tired of wondering why you feel off, my one-time functional lab testing packages are your fast track to clarity. This is root cause insight without the long-term commitment. You'll get functional labs, a detailed breakdown of what's really going on, and a short-term protocol designed to bring immediate relief. It's not a transformation, it's a turning point. A way to stop guessing, start strategizing, and take grounded action right now. If you are craving clarity without the overwhelm, head to organicallyglow.com and book your testing package today. Because your symptoms aren't random, they are readable, and I'll help you decode them. If today's conversation shifted something inside of you, if it brought you clarity, relief, or a new way to see your health as a leadership tool, I'd love for you to share this with another powerhouse woman in your world. And remember, symptoms aren't the problem, they are the signal. When you start translating them, you stop surviving and you start leading with clarity. I'll see you next time inside Glow Social Hour.